uh, Baltimore Ravens and the Bengals, in my opinion, those are kind of the only ones I'm really considering that could win this division. However, huge improvements by Pittsburgh. Coach Tomlin, I trust a lot. Deshaun Watson might be the old Deshaun Watson, so that might change some things. So I think this is a very competitive division. But golly, all the weapons they giving Lamar now, and he's saying I'm about to do less running and more passing. It's gonna be interesting, man. So I'm gonna let y'all hash it out, man. Who y'all got at the top? How many games to go win? I you don't have to tell me how many games they all go win, but I definitely want to know whoever you got winning the division. How many games, by looking at their schedule, how many games do you see them winning?
Who want to go first?
That guy in the corner is going to win the division. He's going to be a surprisingly, I think, because how tough that division is, it's probably 12 games is going to take to win that division, and they're going to win 12 games.
Right now, the Bengals won 12 last year. They was 12-4.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore, surprisingly, because how many games did that Lamar missed last year?
He missed a few, like 5 or 6.
Early, at least six. How many did he miss towards the end? That I think it was a total of 6, right?
No, right. I think it was like 5. Yeah, 5. I think 5 regular season, and he missed that playoff game.
But he missed enough game. He missed enough games, and he didn't have Odell and Zay Flowers, and he didn't have all those as weapons, and they won 10 games. So they won 10. Bengals only won 12, and they won the division. So that's gonna be interesting. Now that he got all this receiving help, you might think Odell Beckham is washed up, but still, he's not asking Odell to be this super crazy superstar. He got like 3 receivers that he can really trust, and he got a tight end he can really trust as well. And his running backs are healthy, and he's healthy. So I'm with you. It's gonna be a battle at the top. When I looked at the schedule, I seen 11 winnable ball games for the Baltimore Ravens. I seen 11 games that I think that they can win.
Mm-hmm.
For the Bengals, I seen 12 games that I think they can win. So it's really gonna be close in my opinion, and it's gonna come down to probably how they face each other. It can one of them sweep the season series, or they'll split it, or whatever. But the schedule, yeah, I see 11 games Baltimore can win, and I see 12 the Bengals can win.
Go ahead, Chris.
I got the Bengals winning that division.
Okay.
With 12 wins, 12-5.
12-5 is going to win that division.
Yeah. Well, here we go. There always has to be one, right?
Steelers.
I have the Steelers winning that division.
I knew it. I
have the Steelers winning that division, and I have 11 games being that division winner.
Ooh, that's a close one.
Hold on, say it again. Am I the only one breaking up?
I can hear him, but he's breaking up.
Oh, okay.
I heard Jay
clear.
I heard Jay. Is that me or is that Jay Wi-Fi?
Nah, I heard Jay clear.
I heard Jay just fine.
Yeah, that's you, dog. So yeah, what I was saying is I have the Steelers winning, and I have 11 games being the magic number to win that division. I think everybody there was no way for me to figure out who would win in the division, so I just assumed everybody beat everybody.
Everybody's like a split with
one
everybody.
and one.
3-3 is for everybody.
Yep, 3-3. So I mean that was just the best way to go, right?
That's safe though. I mean, like, how could you? Because this division is going to be that competitive though, for real. I think this is going to be one of those divisions.
And then the best thing for that's going in Pittsburgh's favor is that the schedule that they play, like the 3 games, like I think they finished 3rd place last year. So the 3 game, like they got to play the Raiders or something like that, where Cincinnati has to play the Chiefs, and I think those games that they don't play common opponents will be enough for the Steelers to move forward. I don't I think the Browns, I think nobody in that division wins less than 10 games, and I think 12 at the max, but I think 11 is going to be the magic number. So I think it's going to be really tightly contested. I think they all lose to the Niners. I think I've seen that on their schedule, but it'll be interesting. But I really think that Pittsburgh will win the division based off their schedule. And you really
stop it. Hold on. Let me.
Whoever
Pittsburgh got an easier schedule.
Yeah. So how the NFL does the schedules is you play the everybody in your division play two divisions the same, one NFC, one AFC, and then y'all play 3 games that's not the same, but they all are like if you finish first place, you'll play other first place teams. You finish second, you'll play other second teams. Third, but they're in the same division,
right?
And so that division, right, one of those divisions right now is the AFC West. So where Cincinnati is playing Kansas City, the Ravens is playing the Chargers. You got the Steelers playing the Raiders, and then the Browns playing Denver.
Playing a solid schedule.
Man, I didn't know that's how that worked. I knew like the whole strength of schedule based on how you did that, but I didn't know it was down like how you finished. Because I wanted to figure out how they got the. That makes sense because we got Dallas again this year. We finished second, they finished second. Okay,
yep.
Yeah. So you really finishing good one year. You'll play what they call the first place schedule, and then if you finish last, you'll play the last place schedule. So that's why every year you have one team that went from worst to first. You know what I'm saying? Because they got better, but their schedule was easier.
Interesting. Whoever Facebook user is, number one, go on YouTube and
please
watch it from there. Number two, not this one. Well, yep, this guy right here. That's exactly how I had my picks. Exactly. Win total for everybody, because I went and did win total for everybody. I had Baltimore 12-5, Pittsburgh second place 11-6, and Cincinnati 10-7, because I just don't know if Joe Burrow. I don't know what he is right now. He practiced for the first time a couple of days ago, but I mean, this is his first time practicing since he got hurt. I don't have the faith that I have. I still think Jamar Chase is his number one target. They'll do well, but this is exactly how I have that division going.
So, real quick, just because my Pittsburgh Steelers take seem
hot,
it seems crazy.
Like, it don't.
Here are they open up with the Niners. That's a loss, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then they play the Browns. That could go either way. Then they play the Raiders. That's a win. Then they got the Texans. Another win. Ravens, that could go either way. Rams, another win. I have them beating the Jaguars next. I have them beating the Titans next. Packers, that could go either way. But let's say they lose that. Then you got the Browns again, Bengals, Cardinals, another win. Patriots, I think they'll win. Colts, another win. Bengals, like I said, they'll split. Seahawks is an interesting game, but it's a winnable game for the Steelers.
Facts.
With it being Christmas Eve, it's December. I'm in Mike Tomlin, I trust. You know what I'm saying? In December, and then ending the season with the Ravens. So there was a whole lot of wins there. You know what I mean? So
what is so crazy is that I got the Steelers bringing up the rear at 8-9. Wow. And I went through the schedule. I went through the so
who are some of those losses?
Let me see. Go back to the
now. All those games I just said winnable games. Where you think they're gonna lose to the Cardinals?
No. So I got them losing to the Niners.
Okay.
I got them beating the Browns the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have them losing to the Raiders though.
The Raiders have me at quarterback.
I have them losing to the Raiders. I got them beating the Texans, so that's 2-2. I got them losing to the Ravens, so that's 2-3. Beating the Rams, that's 3-3. Losing to the Jaguars, that's 3-4. Beating the Titans, that's 4-4. Beating the Packers, that's 5-4. Splitting the Browns on this one, so now that's 5-5. Losing to the Bengals, that's 5-6. Beating the Cardinals, that's 6-6. Losing to the Patriots, that's 6-7. Beating the Colts, that's 7-7. Losing to the Bengals, that's 7-8. Beating the Seahawks at 8-8, and then losing to the Ravens to make it 8-9.
I don't have them losing to Patriots.
I mean, that's bananas. That's banana. I mean, it could happen, but you know,
what I said wasn't crazy. It's just like how I see the situation.
Patriots might be bananas. I mean, Bill Belichick, so I don't think that's bananas, but I still think
I think Patriots and Raiders are bananas. I'll be willing. I'll be willing to entertain the Jaguars. I'll be willing to entertain. You had Green Bay beating them, I think.
No, I had them beating Green Bay.
Who else was it? I think you had them getting swept by. Who did they get swept by?
They got swept by Cincinnati. Cincinnati and Baltimore.
And Baltimore.
But they swept Cleveland.
Okay. Well, it's not. Those two, especially the Raiders and the Patriots, I see it definitely going the other way. But I had them winning 11 games. So if those two change, that'll put them at 10. So it's somewhere in there that we feel like I think they'll get one of those games against Baltimore or Cincinnati. So I think they'll be 11-6 this year.
I think they'll get one against everybody, man. Shoot, they beat Cincinnati last year.
Did they?
Open the season with a win. I was on the airplane. I'll never forget it.
Oh, okay.
Definitely did.
Nah, and I don't know, man. I can't. As much as it hurts because like we've seen Mike Tomlin for years. He's never had a losing season. Even last season when it looked like, I think this is gonna be the one.
I mean, that boy had Mitch Trubisky starting at the beginning of the
I
game.
know, and Mason Rudolph. So it's like he pulled a 9-8 season out his ass last year. I don't think he has too many more magic tricks left.
So here's my crazy wild take. Not Pittsburgh winning the division isn't the crazy wild take.
That
crazy wild take is I think Kenny Pickett will be in the MVP.
I knew it. I knew it. That's wild.
I don't think he'll win. I don't think he'll finish top 2, but I think he'll be in the race. I think at least mid-season you'll start hearing rumblings about, hey, I mean, this kid. Listen, man, this kid is a winner that people sleep on. He was a winner in college. Like, he's a winner, man. He's a stud. Pause. So I really think he'll be in the MVP conversation, and that's a hill I'm willing to die on.
I mean, I'm not mad. Listen. George Pickens has solidified himself as a dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a dude, and when you have a dude at running back already, and you have
the other receiver, what's his name?
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. Yeah, like
he's a dude too.
He's a dude. Like, you got two good receivers. You have a good running game with Warren and Harris. Like, it's set up for him to succeed. So that's not such a, like I said, I got them winning 11 games this year. I do have Baltimore winning the division, but I had them coming in second with 11 wins. So I really think that the Cincinnati Bengals are the guys who are going to be bringing up third, and Cleveland is going to stay where Cleveland likes to stay.
I got the Bengals winning at 12-5. I got the Ravens coming in second at 9-8, tied with the Browns at 9-8, and the Steelers 8-8. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
With all a healthy Lamar, adding OBJ, running backs finally healthy, Todd Monken calling that offense, and you got them at 9-8.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some trap games in there for sure too.
True.
Because I do have Baltimore with a hot start. I think they started like 4-0 in my eyes, and then because once you get to like 4 or 5-0 territory in the beginning of the season, you do for one. So and I think
feeling yourself.
Yeah, so it was Texans, Bengals, Colts, Browns, Steelers, Titans. I actually had them going like 5-1. I think they lost. I think they split one with the Bengals. So I had them going 5-1 in their first 6, and then dropped to the Lions. That's 5-2. Cardinals, they win that one. Seahawks, I feel like they dropped that one. Just because the Seahawks will be almost in like mid-season form, that defense will have meshed together really well. Gino would have gotten, back in the rhythm. And then it just gets hard after that.
Wait, so y'all really let Jay get away with, because I came in on the end of that.
We didn't let him get away with nothing.
Who did he say was gonna be in the MVP conversation?
Kenny
Gloves Pickett.
Man. Come on, Jay, man.
Kenny Gloves.
Come on, Jay.
Don't do Teddy like that. That nickname is reserved only for Teddy.
I ain't gonna do Teddy like that.
It's a such thing. Look, it's a such thing as progression. And most teams don't have play at this level 1 year and then explode and be the top of the division the next year, unless something spectacular happens, right? And I don't think that happened for Pittsburgh or Cleveland. I don't, Pittsburgh won 9 games last year, Cleveland won 7, right? So I think they get a little bit better. But Pittsburgh not about to win no 11 games.
Which is right where I had them at.
You had them at 9 games though. So
I had Cleveland at 9-8. That's 2 games better, and I had Pittsburgh at 8-9. That's a 1-game regression. They still float in the same area.
Okay, the schedule. I think the schedule helps Pittsburgh 1. Number 2, I believe that
I agree.
Not having Trubisky start the first 6 games helps Pittsburgh. That's 2.
I agree.
Number 3, or Mason Rudolph starting the 2 games.
You don't need
having a healthy TJ Watt full time is like, dude, everything's set up for it to happen.
That defense is only as good as TJ is healthy, though.
Yeah, he's definitely the X factor of the defense. I think too.
I mean, they drafted well too. They get Porter's son, right?
Yeah,
Joey Porter's son.
Oh, they did get Joey Porter.
They showed up the offensive line. They showed up the offensive line. They got Joey Porter Jr. The kid Warren is an excellent backup for Najee. I'd say they 2 games better. I say they 2 games. They won 9 games. I say they 2 games better.
I can dig it. So they gonna be right in the hunt. So it's just gonna be a competitive division, man. It's gonna be crazy.
For sure.
But Jay, you picking Pittsburgh for real to win it?
Yeah, I'm picking Pittsburgh. If you look at Cincinnati's schedule, they have a murderous schedule, bro.
They do.
In third,
they do.
It's crazy, and
but I still see 12 wins. I still see 12 wins from them out of their schedule.
I do too. One of those 5 losses is Kansas City. I didn't mess that one up. But
that might be the one they play their best football in. It might be Kansas City.
I don't know. Joey B do got Patrick Mahomes' number over the last couple seasons, but this is also a Joey B coming off an injury. So
exactly, I don't trust Joe Burrow to be healthy.
Jay, relax, because he has had y'all number the last couple of years.
Well, so
the last AFC Championship game,
the one that he went to the Super Bowl, the one that he went to the Super Bowl, yes.
No, when someone says the AFC Championship game, they're talking about the last one.
Be more specific. There's multiple AFC Championship games, and one of them y'all did not come out on top of.
Smoking on that Joe Burrow.
But no, I do have the Chiefs winning that game though, against the Bengals this year. for sure.
Interesting. All right, man. Let's move to
Ready to
AFC.
get to this dumpster fire
hold
of
on.
a division?
Did everybody pick? I picked. Zoe picked the Ravens. Jay picked Pittsburgh. Chris, you pick who?
Cincinnati
to win the division.
Mel, you got to pick the Browns.
That's all that's left for you.
Man out.
I think Baltimore wins it. I'm with Zoe on that one.
So you're not gonna go with Mr. Masai.
Hold on, wait. You said Baltimore. You said Cincinnati. You see 12 wins for Cincinnati.
Yeah, I see. This is what I said. I see 12 wins that Cincinnati should get. Right? They might get more. They might get less. I see 11. I'm just looking at the schedule and what I know about the teams from last year and what they added. And I see 11 wins that Baltimore should get and 12 that Cincinnati should get. I'm not saying it's going to shake out. I think actually what's going to end up happening is Baltimore probably going to beat Cincinnati twice this year, and I think that's going to be the difference. So it could shake out. I'm just putting my faith in Baltimore with the additions, and the former MVP still in his prime just got paid. I see them clicking. I see that. I see Jim. I trust Jim Harbaugh, not Jim Harbaugh, but John Harbaugh and his defense. Their run game. I think Baltimore wins this division, and I think it's going to be close though.
When is the last time that Lamar played a full season?
I don't know.
Maybe rookie year.
I don't think that's it though.
Second year.
Yeah.
Listen, I think the another reason I'm gonna get off the AFC North. Todd Monken has been the play caller for the University of Georgia for the last 2 years, and now he's the play caller for the Baltimore Ravens. He made Stetson Bennett look like. I mean, Stetson Bennett is the backup in the NFL right now. 2 years ago, you wouldn't have said that. You would have said he would have a car dealership in Athens somewhere. Stetson Bennett for Lincoln Mercury. That's what you would have said.
Lincoln Mercury, though.
Yeah. Not even that nice, the Lincoln Mercury.
It would have been Stetson Bennett for Lincoln Mercury. And he would have been rich.
American call out.
Yeah, American. It had to be. It had to be American, and he was probably going to be at a rally of some Democratic or Republican party. I'm not going to speak to which one I think that he's going to be, but at the end of the day, he made him look like an NFL quarterback, and I think that Stetson bought into the system. So some credit to him, but at the same time, his play calling, Todd Monken's play calling, put him in a position where we won 2 national championships and we went undefeated last year. I think that has a lot to do with why we won, and I think he's going to benefit because he caters to personnel. You get what I'm saying? And he knows what he has in Lamar. He knows what he have in Bateman. He know what he got in OBJ, Mark Andrews, tight end usage. Think about Brock Bowers. You know, that kid was going crazy last year, and because we utilized him the correct way. So I think that that's going to be big for Lamar, and that's why I got them boys winning the division.